Good morning, guys. Mike, aka Crypto Jewels. I'm going to go over Thorchain Rune for you guys real quick. For those of you who don't know or who haven't been following me on Twitter for a long time, Rune happens to be one of my long-term holds, which is why I don't tweet about it very often, because my Twitter channel is really my trading channel. It's a journal that I like to keep in order to go back and revisit my trades and keep my trades current as to how they're doing and how they ended up. So that's why I don't tweet about Rune a lot. This is not a fundamental analysis video going into the details of why I fundamentally really like Rune and am a long-term holder of Rune. This is going to be a macro view look at how I see Rune unfolding, at minimum, at least over the next several months, or at least this cycle. So I'm not a financial advisor, guys. Let's hop into the chart. All right, so Rune, I have got Rune so far as completing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave structure. So this is one complete 5-wave cycle, which happens to be a 1 wave in general. The next cycle, or the next wave, will be a 3-wave. So this is not my entire macro view of Rune over the next 15 years. This is just this next 5-wave structure. And this is, in my opinion, minimum of where this thing's going to go. As you can see, I've got my 5-wave here at $120. I think it'll go beyond $120, but this is what I see from a minimum standpoint based off of this current count. So if we dive into this current count, I see that we have got a completed correction here, which happened to be a double zigzag, an ABC, ABC, WXY. And then we have our 1 wave up, an ABC, and then we'll have our 2 wave down at about 450 or so, is where I believe this 5-wave C wave will complete. If we breach this low here, then this count is invalidated, and more than likely what we ended up having was an actual A, B, and then a C down. So that's the alternative count, would be something like this, that being an A, this being a B, and then having a C down. So if we do breach this level here, worst case scenario, I would put Rune absolute worst case scenario, I would put Rune down here at 75 cents. I don't think that's going to happen. Well, let's see, where would that be from a fib standpoint for the whole cycle? That would put us somewhere in the middle of 382 and 0.5. So of course it's possible that would line up kind of well with the top of your macro 3-wave there of that last cycle. So of course it is possible, but as of right now, as you guys know, I look at the next possible scenario being that this is actually a 1-2, and then once this gets invalidated, I'll keep moving down the line as far as Elliott wave potential setups and what it's doing. So as of right now, I believe we are on a 1-2, and our next stop will be somewhere around 450, and then we will head up to $60 and then have a 4-wave correction, and then a 5-wave up to about 120. Again, if this count is correct, I think that this is minimum. I really do. I am biased on this because I am a long-term holder of RUNE. I bought RUNE a long time ago under $1, and I ended up selling a small percentage of my portfolio up around 20 bucks, and actually have bought back in with my proceeds from when I sold. So I'm pretty much 100% all in on RUNE, and I do not anticipate selling this thing, even if we do breach this too. As I have said, this is a long-term hold for me. So I will look to exit RUNE once we, get to the top of wherever this cycle ends up being. So that's my RUNE scenario. See y'all later.